Hello, beauty, and welcome back to the Yoga Stay. I am Kiernan, and today I'm really excited. We're going to do a really good stretch and relax flow. We're going to get juicy in our poses. We're going to feel really awesome and take our time. We often don't sit down and decompose and just let things be. So today we're going to do that. Last week I did a really good awesome bedtime flow, and this week we're just going to sink into poses. Feel free to do this before you jump in bed or in the evening or in the middle of the afternoon when you need to let go of your day a little bit. And yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm going to tell you this week's crystal, then we're going to do some yoga, and we're going to feel really awesome in the end. So I picked a Vanadinite today to use. It is a sacral chakra stone, so I'm going to put it in the middle of my mat so that it can kind of wake up that area of my body. And it is really great to uplift your mood, bring out some positive beats within you. It's kind of orange and red in color, and it's really great to really fire up your creative colors inside of you, give you some energy and motivation. It's actually part of a blog post I did a little bit ago, and it is a few more crystals in that blog post. I'll link it down below in the description if you want to read after this flow. But go ahead and hit the subscribe button and let's get to it. Okay, we're just going to lay on our belly. We're going to sit in just a Sphinx or a easy Cobra pose. And we're just going to take a deep breath. There we go. Kind of push through the hands, push into the forearms. Pull the shoulder blades slightly together. Pull the chin back a little bit. Take a deep breath. And on your exhale, go ahead and drop your head and pull your elbows to the side. Left hand comes down, right hand comes on top. And placing the third eye center on top of your hands. We're really going to work to calm down the mind here and connect to the breath. Start to control your breath and slow it down. Now I want you to practice really deepening the inhales and elongating the exhales. Your exhales will become longer than your inhales. Keep deepening the breath and sinking into your practice. If you're having a lot of mental energy or you're feeling a lot of stress or heavy on you, go ahead and rock your third eye back and forth on top of your hands. Massaging that third eye center and hopefully encouraging your mind to rest, calm down, let go. Go ahead and find stillness. Let the breath rest back to its natural state of being. Okay, you may need to watch up here for just a moment. You're just going to roll to the side, taking the leg that's on top and placing it into mountain, placing the sole of the foot to the ground behind the other leg. Go ahead and place your your hand under your head and just relax for a moment. Find where you need to kind of set yourself up so that you're able to balance. Find stillness. There you go. Now I want you to take that upper arm up and reach it up. Spread the fingers. Go ahead and kind of roll around the wrist. Yes. You can roll it the other way. Back and forth. Move the fingers. All right, find stillness, find alignment. Make sure your wrist is in line with the elbow and the elbow is in line with the shoulder here. Go ahead and stretch up. Pull as if someone's pulling your fingers up. Spreading the fingers, finding some energy to pull in. Go ahead and relax back into alignment. Let the hand come down on the knee. Just slowly let it flow down. Bring the hand back up towards the head. Stretch over the head and flow the other way, exhaling. Inhaling. Hand comes up above the head. Stretching. The bicep might push into the ear a little bit, flowing back down as you exhale. If you need to straighten out the other arm, you could totally do so to give yourself a little bit of a different stretch up top. Exhaling, it might even help you balance. Inhaling. Maybe even pausing where it feels good, right? Taking a moment to really feel into the stretch. Feel into your breath. Feel into your practice. Go ahead and release the arm back down to the ground. Close your eyes and breathe for a minute. All right, we're going to make our way to the other side, so you're going to see my back for just a little bit. Just go ahead and roll over whatever feels good. Coming back down to the side. If your hips are kind of hurting, go ahead and put a pillow, a blanket, or something under your hip. Go ahead and bring that top leg back behind you. Set yourself up with the sole of the foot onto the ground. Hand comes under the head. Find the balance, find the stillness. And just breathe and feel for a minute. I'm always popping my toes. I apologize ahead of time. All right, now we're going to bring that hand up above, finding the alignment, wrist in line with the elbow, elbow in line with the shoulder. Spreading the fingers, stretching upward. Bring in good energy, call in good energy. Roll around the wrist. Stretch the fingers. Find that stillness again. Stretching, stretching. All right, let's flow. So bring the hand down to the knee. Exhaling and inhaling to come up, stretching it over the head. Exhaling, hand comes back down to knee. Inhaling, arm comes up. Nice and slow, there is no rush. Do a couple more rounds. Pausing where it feels good. Inhaling. And exhaling. Let the hand flow back down to the mat, relaxing. Go ahead and roll back down to the belly. Back down into worm pose. The left hand comes down on the mat. Right hand comes over. Third eye comes down to the hand. And breathing. Maybe massaging that third eye again. Find stillness. You can even turn your cheek if that feels a little more relaxing. Deepen your inhales. Elongate your exhales. All right, we're gonna push ourselves up a little bit. We're gonna bring the knees under us. Widen the knees out to the side. And then we're just gonna take a nice lazy child's pose. We're gonna bring the left arm down into 90 degree. So your elbow will be in line with your shoulder and your wrist in line with your elbow, making it 90 degrees. You can bring the forehead down to the mat or the cheek. Take a couple deep breaths here. This might be a little bit intense in your shoulder, kind of in the left side of your chest. So we want to breathe into the sensation. Let go. Let your hips sink down as well. Take a couple more breaths and we're going to switch sides. Go ahead and gently, ever so gently, switch sides. Making sure you've got the proper alignment here. Shoulder in line, or elbow in line with your shoulder and wrist in line with your elbow. Maybe spreading the fingers a little bit. Breathing, feeling. Deepening the breath into the sensation, letting your body sink, letting gravity pull you down. Couple more breaths. Go ahead and pull both hands in front of you. Slowly walk yourself up. Oh, yes. Okay, and from here, I'm going to face you. Go ahead and sit on top of your knees. If sitting cross-legged feels a little bit better, please do so. But in order to get kind of our hip region where I'm kind of trying to get, you're going to want to sit on top of your knees. But depending on where you're at in your practice, this might get uncomfortable quick. So if not, let's go ahead and sit this way. Go ahead and bring your left hand down by your hip. Fingertips point away from you. Perfect. Go ahead and relax the neck and head. Letting go of any emotions that may be coming up, any feelings that might be creeping up. Go ahead and bring that right arm over the head, stretching, kind of rounding that top arm, opening up that side body and breathing into your ribs here. Really making space in our side bodies. Letting that neck and head relax further. Push that hand down into the ground a little bit. Don't be afraid to wiggle around. See where space is needed to flow. Bring that right arm down. Back down to the side. Go ahead and gently, slowly, ever so slowly release. Hands come on top of the knees. Take a moment to really feel the effects of your yoga practice so far. Go ahead and bring that right hand down to the ground. Fingertips point away, spread the fingers. Root that hand down into the mat. Let the neck and head gently relax, coming down to the shoulder. Go ahead and bring that left arm up over the head. And if you're feeling good right there and this is going to be a little more intense, you can totally stay there or you can continue. Stretching open the side body, breathing into the ribs, making sure you're not collapsing your chest down, but opening up that chest a little bit. Keep relaxing into it, breathing. Pushing the right hand down into the ground. Gently, ever so slowly, release. Place the hands on top of the knees once again. And if you're on your knees, you can just come to your crisscross applesauce, or your lotus position, I guess. Crisscross applesauce is way more fun than lotus sometimes. Go ahead and place the hands back onto the knees. Bring the chin down to the chest as you exhale. Start to breathe into the chest, in behind the pectorals. Start to deepen your inhales and elongate the exhales. If you want to go a little further, bring your left hand to your neck and your right hand on top. You can kind of fold your hands in together. Bring your elbows down, let them just relax and kind of hang as you kind of gently pull the head in towards your chest. Pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling to create space. Exhaling to move into the space. Take one more deep breath. Release the hands really gently down back to the knees. Slowly lift the chin up. Bring the right ear down to the right shoulder. Coming back up to center. Bring the left ear down to the left shoulder. Go ahead and inhale to come up. Back to center. Just breathe, take a moment to feel, take a moment to find stillness, to turn inward. Go ahead and inhale really deeply. Fill up, fill up. All the way up. And exhale. Letting everything out. One more time, inhaling. All the way. A little more. Fill up. And exhale slowly. Let it all out. One more time, actually. Inhale. Inhale deeper. More. More. Fill up. And exhale. Perfect. Go ahead and open your eyes, turn around, and lie down on your mat, on your back. Go ahead and pull your knees into the chest. Wrapping your arms around, or your hands, wrapping your arms and your hands around your knees. Pulling the chin down to the chest. And go ahead and just rock back and forth. Maybe doing circles with your knees. Wiggle around, feel what feels good, right? Find different areas where you haven't been before. Massaging the tailbone. Sometimes I even like to just put my hands under my head and roll my knees around. Into the chest and away. Into the chest and away from me. Perfect. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet back down to the ground. You can let your arms be wherever they feel good. For me, I'm going to rest them under my head. Let's kind of pause here for a minute. Now we're going to push into our feet and then let go. Push into our feet, let go. So you're going to kind of bob back and forth. What we're doing here is we're tucking the tailbone in and out. Rocking back and forth really gently. Letting the movement take over. Letting the movement connect to your breath. Go ahead and find stillness, relax. Bring your arms out into a T. You can even do them in a 90 degrees if you'd like. I'm going to bring them out into the best of T I can. This wall's here. Go ahead and breathe in, and as you breathe out, let the knees fall to one side. Go ahead and relax and let your breath deepen you into the twist. Let gravity press you into the mat. You can turn your head one way or the other, whatever feels good. This stretch is really great if you have maybe sciatic issues or need to kind of stretch out the hips or open up the side body. I also feel a little bit of stretch kind of in my chest, kind of opening up, which I really like that pose and appreciate that pose for that. Pose is also really great to just be really relaxed in. You can do it in bed even. Take a deep breath. On your next inhale, bring your knees up back to center. Let them fall down to the other side on your next exhale. Leaving your arms just right where they are. Letting your neck and head fall where they want to be. And breathing, just breathing. relax into leaf pose. Go ahead and bring the knees back to center on your next inhale. And on your next exhale, go ahead and bring the legs out long, letting the arms fall down by the side. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale your right hand to your heart. Exhale. Inhale your left arm draping over your belly. And exhale. Breathing into the belly. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Go and let the arms fall down by the side, letting the palms open up to the sky. And from here, take a nice deep savasana. Let your mind drift away. Let your body sink into the mat. And let your breath turn up and take over. That's the most important part of your practice today. So enjoy. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, wiggle your nose, wake the body up, stretch your hands over the head. Stretch, stretch. Roll over to the right side. Press up, lift up. Come into a seated, cross-legged position. Place one right hand on the heart. Place the left hand on top of the heart. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice today. I am so grateful to have you here. Namaste Yogi, We'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment below your favorite part of this practice. And I will see you next time. Thank you.